Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Remastered. So, I just kind of want to kiss this city, just get really close to it and discover it on the map. That way I have a fast travel to it so we can get back to that section. However, looking at this mountain here, it may very well become the realization that I'm gonna walk this way to the around the mountain anyways, and there's so much stuff here that has to be done. I may not get this way, and if I kiss this city, I might as well kiss Solitude also, and then get over here. Our real goal is to go this way, and unless I am just going to, like, let's see, let's start favoriting things. Whoa, one spirit. So all of those are favorited. So when I do this, I can do whirlwind sprint. And I'm just gonna start trying to speed up the process a little bit. There's some wolves over here. Is it really worth taking them on? Not really. Is it really worth walking into any of these things? Like, I see a cave over here on the map. I see probably a dozen other things around the area. This nin root, I think, is somewhat useful to collect, if as much as any of the other ingredients are useful to collect. Some things happen too much. Skeever, hardly worth the arrow. Anything I've discovered, I suppose, does become this just easier to fast travel to. Swindler's Den. Now, let's look at the map. We aren't even going the right direction. Not even going the right direction. Alright. That's problematic. Here we can see somebody fighting over here with magic. So again, we're kind of just running. We're really in no space to be able to fight this guy, and I don't know if I have Lydia following me as a companion right now or not. She's supposed to be following me. I asked her to follow me, but that doesn't mean a lot. She could have gotten lost, or she could have, for one storyline reason or the other, decided that she can't go on this trip with me. Let's see. So I imagine if I did this whirlwind sprint and knocked right into a am I not close enough to discover this area? Come on, how close do I need to be? That's interesting. If I did the whirlwind sprint right over the edge of a cliff or something, I wouldn't be surprised. So there's some bends. So, no desire to engage these people. It's not going to move my levels up. Discovering new things will move my levels up more, but killing characters, not so much. It does give you a little bit of experience. Certainly, it's how we get our archery and our armor up, in particular. So up to this point, we haven't done a great job of wandering around Skyrim, and that turns into this weird element. There we go. Robber's Gorge discovered. Thanks for letting me know. Wow, I am nowhere close. I am nowhere close at all. This thing is a long journey. Let's see. And there's no, like, run, per se. If I could use the stamina to run somehow, let's see. No, that button doesn't run. That button doesn't run. Like, that button doesn't run. If there's a run button, the game never told me about it. And getting up this mountain is not gonna work. I think when you compare how they designed some of the paths in Skyrim versus The Witcher 3, you start to see a lot of paths that are blocked by mountains. It's just hugely mountainous area, which I guess is a bit of a necessity, because you couldn't have, compared to previous games, it would have been completely closed off. There's a bear behind me, I believe. In front of me. All around me. Maybe surrounded by bears. This looks like it might have been something at some point. You could it makes it a much less open world than you would think. Yeah, these guys are fighting this character, vampire, and vampire hunters. So I don't see any reason why I would move out of the way. I don't see any reason why I'd save a vampire. Alright. Hopefully this place is friendly. What a wheel. Salted sawmill. Discovered. Well, we are still not really going the right direction. Let's go that way. Nobody's here at the moment. If I hold down this button, it doesn't do anything. Now, shouting will scare the guards, so if I shout inside of a city, I will get fined for making a public disturbance. Catla's farm discovered. He's asleep, not dead. I am looking for a way up the mountain and nothing else. Again, it's not in my purview to try and do everything in Skyrim. That would take too long and be rather dull. Let's see. Here's a guy.
I can take you to any of the hold capitals.
I mean, we're right here. Let's hire this guy. Since he's taking us to Solitude anyways. Let's hire him to take us to all the hold capitals.
My carriage is the... Where do you want to go?
So, each one of these is fine. Let's start with Solitude. If we can. Nope, never mind. So we'll do Dawnstar.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Climbing back.
You'd best hurry it up.
Now I'm hoping I don't lose this guy, so I can just use him as our ability. And this was the only way to fast travel before. Discovered Dawnstar. Darn it. We did lose our cart. Darn it. Where are we now? We are way far. But I guess it doesn't matter too much because we can fast travel here. So I guess we're okay. All's well that ends well. Not too bad of a turn of events. We want to go... Which way? Which way is the map pointing? We want to go up there. Come on. So we can grab some fish while we're over here. I think you just eat them though. I don't think they're ingredients for any specific spell. Finding ways out of the water can prove to be difficult. If it has dirt instead of rocks, you probably are in a good position there. Alright, how now do we work our way up? So up we go. I believe that's the path. It's been about 13 minutes of just walking around Skyrim. That is also a big problem with this game. It's very debatable whether it's actually a bad thing, but I think when you consider average players and you consider the fact that most players don't finish playing video games at all, making a video game that you could still be playing 5 years later, is this weird.
Look at my temple lying in ruins. So much for the constancy of mortals, their crafts and their hearts. If they love me not, how can my love reach them? Restore to me my beacon, that I might guide you toward your destiny.
So we have this beacon. We'll do this. It shoots me into the air.
It is time for my splendor to return to Skyrim.
Cool.
But the token of my truth lies buried in the ruins of my once great temple, now tainted by a profane darkness skittering within.
I am way above here. This is cool.
The necromancer Malkaran defiles my shrine with vile corruptions, trapping lost souls left in the wake of this war to do his bidding. Worse still, he uses the power stored within my own token to fuel his foul deeds. I have brought you here, mortal, to be my champion. You will enter my temple, retrieve my artifact, and destroy the Defiler.
Okay. I'll do it.
Of course you will. I have commanded it.
These Daedra gods, you don't want to tell them no. You can actually tell, I think, a couple of them no, and then you just don't ever get their super powerful items.
Has forced the door shut, but this is my temple, and it responds to my decree.
One of the elements, once you get one of these Daedra items, you might use it for several hours, 20-30 hours. Even at this low level, it doesn't change. So, they won't be the most powerful thing that you could ever craft, but they will certainly be better than... Ah, Lydia, you're back. Thank you. Now, so our next bit of this quest is right here. So we'll move forward. Where is the temple door? Down this way. Here it is. And here we go. So it's almost an admission that desiccated corpse for 75 at 20. It's almost an admission that we are going to spend the next rest of this hour playing this temple. Almost certainly. I wish companions didn't observe you. But it's probably the dog that's observing me, not the other companion. Not Lydia. So we've got some desiccated corpses all over the place. And barrier urns. Which will... Am I being too obsessive about searching things? I don't think so. I don't think I can go that way. I'm also surrounded by this dark fog. That... Yep. That is an issue too. Because while I am picking up everything, I'm also short on money. And it wouldn't all be the same turn of events if that was the way it was. Alright, so we have this. We have this. Darn it. And all that was behind here was a lever. And the lever opens this. That's a very roundabout way of giving you a chest. But creative. Certainly. Let's also switch to fire breath on our shout, because that would be more helpful against the necromancer. And we're gonna have a little bit of a Zelda aspect here as we guide the light through different sections. So the light is coming in from up there to this, and when I activate this pedestal, it goes that way. And it seems like the desiccated corpses have no other elements on them besides gold. Is that the actual definition of desiccated? You have nothing on you? I don't think so. You have no flesh on you, of course, as a corpse, but no weapons or any other items. Right.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, you too? Corrupted shade. So these guys are new. I don't recall them existing at all, actually. I'm not sure if it's just because it's been so long, or if there actually is new characters that have been added. What are they fighting over there? Guys? Well, guys? Yeah, there's two immortal characters that are supposed to be both on my side. I've decided to instead fight each other. That's helpful. This game's so buggy. Sad but true. This game is buggy. Bone meal, arrows. Maybe, I suppose if I died and loaded from a save, that would fix it. So those two aren't fighting each other, but anything short of that isn't gonna work. So I'll just ignore those two and they can just waste arrows on each other and fight each other for all eternity. Ruby. And let's see, this requires a key. And this area is nothing. So we'll activate the pedestal. So Barnabas won, unsurprisingly. Ah, it doesn't actually require a key. It's just the light opens the door. Was there something more we were doing here? Have these two decided to stop fighting each other? There is something, I think, on top of that, but I seriously doubt that's where I'm supposed to go. What am I missing? Jump over to this, and then jump. That's just a ruined book. And there's nothing over there. Oh, I guess I just have to go this way. We're getting a lot of he is damaged by fire. Look at the graphics on that. It actually feels slightly better than some of the other characters we've seen. Again, we just have this sound effect that sounds weird, and I don't know if that's because of the compressed audio or if it's just a factor of that's how the game always was. There certainly is some truth to the argument that I am more critical of modern games than I am going to be of this game, since it's so old. It really was revolutionary, Skyrim, and groundbreaking. Unfortunately, it's a one-time experience. I get the feeling a lot in video games too, just all video games are a one-time experience, it's called in quick save, that you really can't play a game even 10-20 years later without remembering some of the stuff. Maybe eventually I will have like full amnesia or something, and at that level then I would be able to play a game without remembering any of it. But right now, even 5 years later, it's pretty easy to bring back some of these memories. I don't remember this temple, but this seems slightly familiar. The idea of moving the light around the area, and I definitely know I did this section because I did most, if not all, the Daedric things. Are there any more people around? I gotta get rid of Barnabas. I desperately need to get rid of Barnabas. I also desperately need to get more money. And desperately need to level up. Yeah, that doesn't help. Did I miss anything over there? No. I don't think I did. Let's use this, see if there's anything we have that we can disenchant. Nope. I could enchant, like my Imperial bow that I have right now. If I took this and I wanted to do, does 15 points of magic damage, or 10 points of shock damage and half as much magic damage. Let's try it. Let's try a shock damage bow, and then we will put it somewhere in the half. 5 points of shock damage and half as much there with 37 shots. Let's make it 1 point out the shock damage, and no, 2 points of shock damage. That seems good. And then lesser soul gem, lesser soul, or petty soul. If I do that one, it does 2 points of shock damage with a value of 182 and damage of 19. And if I do this one, it's 152 or 182. I'll do lesser soul. Craft. There we go. That'll be an interesting turn of events. I love when it just works. When you totally just search and it works perfectly. Potions of minor healing. Chest. Same idea repeated in the same area. That seems kind of silly. And might be a good point to quick save too. Right here too. Although I don't think it's going to matter because I'm going to go through this door and then it's going to save. And then we're going to fight the necromancer.
Never seen anything quite like that.
I guess we're continuing up this direction. There's the statue. And see, it's telling me to go many different ways for many different quests. It's weird how you're technically outside, but you're not outside. Like if I fell off here, it potentially could be a entire wow, if that worked I would have been really surprised. This doesn't, I don't think this is gonna work. Wow. I am surprised that worked. So I'm walking out of here. Does the light follow through? Yes, it does. And so we're back into the ruins. What a strange way to do a challenge. And obviously it's just here because they're hiding load screens, or they were hiding load screens, and the weirdness now is they're not hiding load screens, so this game design actually makes no sense. Now there's load screens happening when we walk through doors just because of the animation of walking through the doors instead of because of this running on an underpowered Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3. And I say Xbox 360 a lot, but that's simply because that's what I played it on. In all reality, I'm fully willing to admit that the better looking system for a lot of games was the PlayStation 3. I just could never get into the controller, nor did I have any friends on it, nor did I have many games for it. And now I'm on the PC, and I seriously doubt I would ever come away from playing on the PC, so now I've decided it was worth more to have good graphics than it was to try and arrange schedules with people on the Xbox 360, which never happened, or the Xbox One, and deal with the lower quality in games. There's still certainly exclusives both on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One that make it not completely ideal to try this, to only play PC. Ideally you would want a little bit of everything. One of each. But that's really expensive. And for a YouTube video game critic to record from an Xbox One in a consistent manner requires purchasing a device that in all likelihood would cost the same as a console. So you're talking $400 or $500 for a console, then $400 or $500 for a capture box. It becomes very, very expensive considering there may only be 3-4 exclusives that are actually exclusive on consoles and never come to PC, or come to PC in such a terrible fashion. And of course I could suggest to people to protest consoles and instead only buy... Where is that guy? Like, there he is. He's up here trapped. Protest and only buy things on PC so that they only make things, they make everything run on PC. I guess I can't get up here. We're gonna go around in circles. Of course, that's not particularly realistic, nor is it what video gamers want to do. They want to play video games. They don't want to stage protests against console exclusivity. So I have to get up there. So there has to be a way up there. And this door requires a key, which isn't even true. And over here does what? Ah, it opens this section. So I'm not seeing any real lightning damage happening to these characters. For this new bow I just enchanted. That seems annoying. But it was worth a try. I imagine it's very possible that these characters are immune to lightning damage. That said empty right there. I don't know why I searched it. Let's see. Any booby traps on either of these? Nope. We're getting a decent amount of gold. Here. So, desiccated corpse, first of all. Now, there's two ways you can set off a trap. You can set them off, or you can try to master lock them. Either way, just be careful. Now, if you didn't have a bow and arrow, I guess it would be a little bit more difficult to find some way to do that. Because I don't think you can throw daggers. So that would become slightly interesting. A strong box. An empty strong box. Interesting. See, and now that makes me worry. Is there going to be some side quest that tells me to come back here and search that strong box? Because that feels like too unique of an item to... Let's see. Yeah, it just feels like too unique of an item to not have something in it. So deactivated that trap. Move out of the way, dog. I have never had a dog that got in the way like this dog does. I've never seen one just jump in front of you constantly. I've had some that will jump in front of you, certainly, but after a while they get bored of it. Let's jump this way and activate this. And jump this way and hopefully not run into anybody. A lot of necromancy going on. One necromancer, I guess, does have the ability to potentially I guess raise servants in his name. There we go. Still not sure if I need to actually sneak when I'm lockpicking unless somebody's actually watching. Seems kind of silly either way. So that's the doorway, right? We didn't open this door that is here, no. So there's more to do. Just keep our eyes out for booby traps. This hallway seems to be a great place where you'd have booby traps. And they just showed up out of nowhere. I guess we'll just continue down this path and try to do as much damage with our archery as possible. Critical strikes and such. There was some lightning. So empty, empty. Just kind of look around. Empty. This one's not empty. Another 100 gold. Another 80 gold. I think we'll be able to buy that new house I wanted. After this quest. Let's see. Potion of strength. Yep, got that. Again, watch out for the booby traps. And over here, another 100 gold. That's actually worth it. Worth a jump. And we move forward some more. That one said it was empty. 5 gold. 2 gold. Now we're back to the low amounts of gold. It really does feel like some things are pre-programmed based on your level. And some things are pre-programmed based on just where it is. Either one of those could certainly be true. If there was like a section of the game you could enter and get way more gold than you would think you should at the very beginning, way stronger weapons, there's a potential danger of being overpowered by a lot. Oh, I'm blocking the light. I'm not hurting myself. I thought for a second I was hurting myself. Nothing here. Nothing over here. So we'll just slowly work our way down this way. And we're hopefully 2/3 of the way done with the cave. Hopefully. Hopefully this isn't a halfway marker. We may actually be close to the end. May just walk around here and run into the necromancer and defeat him, and maybe even get a dragon like dragon ward. That would be nice too. Well, this is a big door. It requires a key. Let's make sure we get everything before we move forward. Potion of stamina. Let's see, there doesn't seem like there's anything else here. So I think this is probably just going to be the big fight. So down we go. Keep an eye out for traps still. Alright. That's no good. Just leveled up. Where is Lydia when we need her? Barnabas is gonna do all the real work for us. We're gonna stand back here and take out all the other characters, I guess.
You won't get the best of me.
So he's not actually that difficult to fight, but he does some major damage. So as long as the dog keeps him at bay. Come on, guy, die. Uh-oh, his shade just appeared. That's alright, we'll just keep on slowing down time, taking our shots, and hitting him. Bam.
It is done. The Defiler is defeated. Take Dawnbreaker from its pedestal.
Alright, we will do that in a second. Ghostly remains, ghostly remains, ghostly remains. Iron arrow, iron arrow, iron arrow. I can't take the iron arrow. Ghostly remains, battle axe. We'll leave all those alone, I suppose. We don't need them. Desecrated corpses. Desecrated corpses. Desecrated corpses. And you almost get the feeling like this Daedric God is a good one. I'm not sure there really are any good ones, as it were. I think they just all have their own ideas and mentalities, and you shouldn't probably trust any of them as far as you can throw them, but you should also do whatever they say because they will kill you without batting an eye. Or, I'm not actually sure that's really how it would go down in the, or ever does it actually go down in this game. But you definitely have that feeling and you should probably react that way. Dragonborn or not. Let's see. So we particularly want the body of the guy. Where did that go? 200 gold there. Here he is. Gold, this, and this. Definitely wanted to search that body. And then let's look at all these other desiccated corpses. Make sure we've got all of these done. And search, because we're getting good gold here. Where did the skeleton though happen? Here's the Dawnbreaker. There. So, but we shot the other one. There should be some ghastly remains or something somewhere around here, and I don't see it. So I guess it didn't leave any. Nope, there. That was it. All right, so we got that. Good. And activate the pedestal. We retrieved the Dawnbreaker. Do we have 2 Dawnbreakers now then? Interesting. It throws us back into the sky. Way at the sky.
Malcolm is vanquished. Skyrim's dead shall remain at rest. This is as it should be. This is because of you. A new day is dawning, and you shall be its herald.
Yay.
Take the mighty Dawnbreaker, and with it purge corruption from the dark corners of the world. Wield it in my name, that my influence may grow.
So go kill a bunch of people. So I don't want to irritate him, so I'll just say,
may the light of certitude guide your efforts.
I'll say sure. Grovel, grovel, grovel. And now we are falling downward. And so if I want to talk to her again, I guess I could activate the gemstone portal. So let's look at the item we just got. We have 2 Dawnbreakers. Burns for 10 points, does 14 damage versus this that does 24 damage. Ooh, actually, it's not that useful, is it? And when killing undead, a chance to cause an explosion that turns and destroys nearby undead. It seems strange that that's the Dawnbreaker and it only does damage of 14. Is that because I'm so low level? Should I not do more of these things until I'm higher level? Maybe. Let's see. Allure. I'm gonna take Allure as our next opportunity, and next one we would be Merchant at 50, because that would certainly help too. So that quest is now done, and Dawnbreaker is different than Dawn Guard. of course. So our next quest is this way. And I don't know exactly how to get there. So my guess would be to go to Rimrock Burrow. Let's see. I could give her a Dawnbreaker too. I could sell one too. That was a glitch, definitely. Not supposed to end up with two of them. So that's our first Daedric weapon. Quite a disappointment, really. I don't know if this was because I just managed to do the simplest quest of them all, or if it was because of my low levels. We've got just about 4 minutes here to run towards this area, and so that's what I'll do. I want to get rid of this dumb dog Barnabas so we can play the game in a much better way. Imagine spending another 180 hours potentially, well, kind of easily, even with that dog bouncing and barking. And he's not even super annoying. I do believe a dragon just appeared. I don't want to look, but if I was to guess, something. Alright, it's only a spider. So, as my bow works right here, it's not stunning them a lot. That's kind of apparent. I was hoping one thing of lightning damage might, or two things of lightning damage might prove to be more than what I would think, to maybe paralyze them and take a little bit longer for them to recover. Where are we on the map? And nowhere close. And we're waiting for our health to recover. Are we completely in the wrong area? Should we stay closer to the center of the map? Not really. That is another thing about Skyrim, is that they kind of do want you just to wander around. In a strange way. Most video game players wouldn't, in general, think that that was safe. But you never see any talk or any conversation saying, oh, this area is no good, you shouldn't be here, there's dangerous creatures in this area. Nothing like that. It's just have at it. You can do whatever you want. Darn it. Oh no. When did we last save? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Really? This is where we last saved? So we have to run through this whole section again. And... oh, this is a nightmare. There's just... we have to do the whole fight again. For one stupid saber-tooth. Like, run around everywhere. Take everything. be a lot less thorough this time. I'm sure. Missed things. Oh, the saving. A game like this, you need to kind of auto save every 20 yards or something, and it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Oh, you got a bad feeling about this? I got a bad feeling about this. So let's go ahead and save here. And then, sadly, next recording we're going to start by doing this all over again. 5-10 minutes of gameplay, still quite a lot. That's it for this recording though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend to follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.